Braceville is a rural township in Trumbull County, west of Warren and north of Newton Falls. There was a time 70 years ago when Braceville may have had the largest rural black community in Ohio. Knowing that, the ancestors of those who settled there are preserving the history. Just off Route 5, on the way to Newton Falls, turn at Cedar Street at the First Baptist Church, and up a block in a simple white house is the Braceville African American Heritage Museum.
Our family came to Braceville with the Great Migration in the early 1920s.
Gwen Shavers helped organize the museum, which opened in early December in a house long occupied by black families. It's filled with stories, artifacts, and pictures like this one of a woman standing along a row of houses all owned by black families.
This was a thriving community. Everyone worked hard. Everyone supported each other.
And it makes you proud, and you want to make your forefathers proud.
Ted Tolles III still lives in Braceville on the same land that his grandfather, also named Ted Tolles, settled on in the 1920s.
Before my dad passed, he put the property in my name, and I ended up building a home, the wife and I, and it's special.
Ted's dad, the late Ted Tolles Jr., has his own corner of the museum for his days playing in the Negro Leagues. There's also a wall dedicated to Braceville's great boxers like Ernie Shavers. Sports in Braceville's black neighborhood were big.
At the Pete Shavers home, there was a baseball field, and the cars would line up on both sides of the street all the way to Braceville Robinson Road.
This was once the bridge that connected families from both sides of the African American Braceville community.
Along with the museum, Braceville's African American ancestors have put together an hour-long documentary titled History Forgotten and Now for All to See.
Southern African American migrants, primarily from Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi, began to settle in Braceville in the late 1800s.
I thought this was God's country after leaving Pittsburgh. It was so beautiful.
At its peak in the 1950s, Braceville had 89 black families.
It was called Colored Town by the other Bracevillians.
Of Braceville's 25 square miles, though, black families took up only 1/3 of a square mile.
We got this land that used to flood every year, and we've got stories from other families of how they were rescued by the Newton Falls Fire Department.
But of all places to settle, why Braceville?
I think because Newton still put a plant up in the Newton Falls area, and this area was close to that plant. People could actually walk.
Most of Braceville's black families have moved away. Today there are maybe a dozen occupying new houses on the land of their ancestors. But their history has been preserved.
It's us, it's part of us, it tells our story, and who better to tell our story than us?
The families did picnics together, they had Christmas parties together. It was just a community of love.
The documentary on Braceville's black history, History Forgotten and Now for All to See, will premiere on Sunday, February 16th at 2 p.m. at Warren's Robbins Theater.
Hi everyone, I'm Lindsay Watson. Thanks for watching the WKBN 27 First News YouTube channel. If you want more video news, subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the WKBN 27 First News app for breaking news alerts.